is won by Golden State. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
As a team, when you establish your dominance in the paint early, it's critical to your offense because it eventually opens up the perimeter down the stretch.
Here comes the screen. Irving to Hayward. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
First free throw is good. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Curry into the front court. Leads one. Thompson down low, Boogie to Durant. Fires the three. Hayward the rebound. Irving with the basketball. They trail by one. Can't connect. Curry to bring it up. Leads just a point. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Curry to Green. To Durant. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Man got him.
Kyrie with the rock. Screen coming. Nothing going here.
Let me get these handles down. They gonna be over.
Irving. Boston with 4 to shoot. Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
Jason Tatum finished third amongst all rookies in Rookie of the Year voting. But I say to you this. I agree with what Jaylen Brown had to say. If it was a one-on-one battle, who you taking, Jason Tatum or Donovan Mitchell? Jason Tatum or Ben Simmons? I take JT every time.
Into the front court, it's Irving. They're down 3. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Irving to Hayward. Beyond the arc for 3. His first effort off the mark. Here's Curry with it up top. Up by 3. Thompson. And he hits.
Good. You can't get blown up, man.
Ball's controlled by Boston. Will go. Oh, and a putback.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Here's Durant for 2. A fundamental shot right there. What more does this guy have to prove?
He has everything to prove because he's not trying to prove it to you behind the screen, watching this game, playing this game. He's trying to prove it to himself, Kevin Durant, every day that he is the greatest to ever put on an NBA uniform.
Nothing going here on that drive. Goes to the left side. 5 to shoot. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's Golden State basketball. Thompson. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Brown into the front court. Down 6. Off the mark. Well contested.
It's so important to instill confidence in your best player. I know he missed the shot earlier, but that doesn't mean that you can't run the same exact play and let him prove he's a player he thinks he is, and we all know he is.
Rozier with it. Counting down towards a minute to play here in a very tight opening quarter. To Hayward. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Here's Durant for two. Rebound hauled in by the Celtics. Brown with it up top. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. Just not going down.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Hayward to Jaylen Brown. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. The shot clock expires. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Warriors with the lead. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Boston with the basketball. Rozier. Defense all over Rozier. Can't connect. Livingston across the timeline. It's an 8-point lead. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Oh, Baines with the rejection.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively. You can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in. Boom. Switch turned on.
Knocked loose. Warriors have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Oh, Horford up to block the shot.
Just incredible timing, and that's why.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Hayward. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
You know, for a long time, I've been calling JT a young Paul Pierce because of his isolation moves, in particular in tight spaces, with fadeaways, step backs, whatever you want, he has. Now, that came from watching him a couple of years ago play at Duke Fantasy Camp in the summer. He was going against Jabari Parker for 3 days in a row. 3 days in a row, he gave Jabari the business. Now, this young kid was not even a freshman in college and was scoring any way he wanted to. And you knew that he was destined for success in the league. Danny Ainge got the steal of the draft.
KD for 2. The screen sets him up for 2.
Man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Irving brings the ball up court. To Horford. Rises for the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Curry into the front court. Leads 4. Curry to Thompson. And 2 more points. The defense had him, but the good shooters find a way.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Curry with the basketball. Up by 6. Curry to Green. And look out.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. inside, he scores.
I said this on draft night, that Jason Tatum was the most special player in the draft. Granted, I didn't know about Donovan Mitchell, but it's hard to believe that Philadelphia traded this pick away so the Celtics can have a future star.
Bad pass there. Warriors have it. Curry into the front court. His team on top by 8. Denied by Hayward.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Oh, stolen by the Warriors. Durant across the timeline. They'll run the offense. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Kyrie across the timeline. They find themselves down 10. Hayward. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Warriors basketball. Curry. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Irving.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Durant to Green. To Cousins. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to lead the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Nothing going here on that drive. From 18 feet at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Fellas, back to you.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. Here comes the screen.
Screen comes.
Probing the defense. Green to Durant. From long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short. Tatum. Shot by Tatum won't fall.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Durant.
Shoot it.
Curry. Rebound comes to Kyrie. Irving into the front court. Down by 15. Irving to Horford. Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
Possession lies with Golden State. Curry with another basket there.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
something to go down. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Tatum's shot no good. To Cousins. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Knocks down the first. And fails to hit them both. It's the first, misses the second. Here's Irving into the front court. Trailing by 15. Kyrie. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there. Warriors have the basketball. Green to Cousins. Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Irving with the basketball. His guys down big. Irving to Horford. Boston with 4 to shoot. Irving throws it up. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Brown into the front court. Down a bundle. Screen coming. Hayward. The Celtics down to 4 in the shot clock. Irving. He was all over him.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Now the Celtics going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Celtics have it. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Irving to Horford. Throws it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand.
He should get some more dunks. Like, a lot more dunks.
It's Cook with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count the basket at the rim.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough... shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Celtics have it. And scores.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Cook to bring it into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Cousins. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Hayward. It's Cook with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. And he's fouled.
I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
Hey, switch, I got him.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Three quarters down, the Warriors with a commanding lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Curry to bring it up. Looking to make something happen to Cousins. And throws it down. At this point, they're twisting in the wind.
Were you looking for a response from me? Because I don't really know what else there is to even say. I mean, is this even a game? I mean, we should just start packing up and getting ready to go right now.
Here comes the screen. Irving no good with the shot there.
Just the thought of coming into the lane amongst...
And Cousins throwing it down.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And 2 points to the board.
points. Take them any way you can get them.
Golden State at the controls. Livingston to Curry. Down low to Cousins. Inside, he scores.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Nothing going here on that drive. Boston with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. And draws the foul.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose but really good habits to gain.
No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. To Horford. Oh, big finish at the rim. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful.
Opening tip controlled by the Golden State Warriors. Curry to Cousins. It's denied by Horford.
Sent a message in that one there.
Thompson. Here's Cousins. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I tell you, he's so special, Ed. He makes the game look easy.
A lot of hard work to make it look easy. Irving. He's looking for that touch.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Tatum. Shot by Tatum won't go. And they call the foul. Careful there, Jim.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Thompson. Green to Thompson. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipate. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Warriors have the basketball. Green to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the three.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Jaylen Brown. Cousins up to block the shot.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Deep left corner. Lets it fly from long range, and Stephen Curry, the fastest release in the NBA, hits the three. Now Brad Stevens calls a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Irving to Horford. Flushes it home. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Durant to Cousins. Has a chance. The shot almost. The follow won't go either.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit it.
Here's Curry with it up top. 10-4 is the score. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. And finishes. Draymond takes it out on the rim.
That's the intensity you need to see. Whenever a player running back on defense after a dunk like that holds it inside of his forearm, it lets you know how hard he dunked that basketball.
Oh, blocked by Green.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Runner's good there.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
Timeout Boston as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. New blood coming in for both sides. Ball's controlled by Boston. Gets it in the right corner. To Marcus Morris. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Stuffs it down with authority. There's no denying he is a big talent, but he has a large personality.
And his personality gets the best of him at times. When I think about personalities who are able to control their aggression, I think about Marcus Smart, I think about Draymond Green. The biggest key for DeMarcus Cousins, controlling his emotion instead of letting his emotions control him.
To Jaylen Brown. For three. Tough shot there for Jaylen Brown. No good.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with the passing.
Good luck making excuses. Klay Thompson wide open. He's not going to miss that one.
This is a game of waves. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Hayward. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. He's going to play the matchup. Brad Stevens making some moves. Livingston. Brown with it up top. Down by 15. Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. And Draymond Green throws it down. This is spiraling out of control.
And this is where you feel so bad for that assistant coach that had the defensive scouting report. You know he put in the time and effort to give you all the right tools to win this game. You've been caught out of position each and every time, which is the reason you're down.
Yeah, you don't want to make the boss unhappy. So we played one here at Oracle with the Warriors on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're tuned in to NBA Saturday Night on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Up 5 seconds. Green. And they call it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Brad Stevens will change up his lineup. Thompson. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there.
See, when good shooters catch, they just shoot. When bad shooters catch, they become hesitant, reluctant. That's the first sign of a guy that doesn't have confidence.
Terrific vision. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
Turned away by Bell. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Hayward. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Just off the mark.
And this happens all the time in this league. Sometimes offensively, you're tired. It's one of those type of nights. You combine that with the fact that the defense is active and contesting everything, that's why shots aren't dropping.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. Off the mark. No good. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys down big. Spinning shot. Won't fall.
For an offensive player at his magnitude, that's as easy as a layup if you're not.
Jordan Bell with the dunk.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Irving. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game.
Seems like Eddie throws it down. Al Horford showing off all the moves.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Curry to Thompson. Knocks it down from mid-range.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kyrie with the rock. Nothing going here on that drive. To Irving. Here comes the screen. Kyrie. Not going down for him this time.
If it's this easy for the offense, as a shooter, I'm starting to think about numbers like 40, 50, even 60, because that's how many points I'm getting tonight.
Oh, bad pass, and the Celtics have it. Brown into the front court. Down a bundle. Nothing going here on that drive.
Shoot it!
Irving. And Green able to clear the rebound. Curry into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. That's the shooter's mentality. Stays with it after the miss. If he keeps playing like this, we all may believe that the earth is indeed flat.
And that's what you love about Kyrie. He's constantly probing. He's probing on the court by maintaining his dribble, and then also probing off the court. We're saying lines like the earth is flat. The fact that that was on the cover of every magazine, the headline of every social media title, goes to show you that Kyrie is great at hijacking your amygdala, both on and off the court.
Hand in his face, still hits. You don't see that very often. Boston with the basketball. Irving, work it down to Brown. Almost, but no good.
Surprising and shocking that the coaching staff will put somebody on the player of his magnitude that is more focused on the offensive end than he is stopping another player on the defensive end.
Out of bounds. Last touch by the Celtics. It remains Warrior basketball. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his man.